exterminator. Alright, welcome everybody. I am standing in the middle of what right now is a huge mess, but I wanted to share with you a little bit more about the process that I've been going through to get this place livable and kind of realizing it into my dream. So this whole process started back in May, actually, of last year, so almost exactly a year ago when I found and fell in love with this old farmhouse. And since then, it was kind of a process to get acquisition of the property, and then work actually started around December, January, on the project. So all winter, it's been a lot of inside the walls works, a lot of electric and HVAC and things like that. But they're about to do sheetrock, so I thought that this was a great opportunity to show you kind of what the house looks like in its current state, and you'll get a better idea when the finished product is revealed, what all had to go into it. So join me, put on your imagination hat, because it is a huge mess. So I'm standing right now next to the front door, right here. Pretty much everything in this house is original with regards to the woodwork. Not a lot of renovation went into it over the past 130 odd years. Two of the things actually that I love most about this particular space when you first walk in is first this huge picture window on my right, which is in really good condition actually, and none of it will be changed, it'll just be refurbished. And the second is actually this red transom window above the door. So this is standard of a lot of Victorian homes, and the red actually, even though it's pretty striking, and I thought at first, like, why is there a red thing over my door? But it's actually the red, like, to get the red color, they had to actually put gold into the molten glass. So it was kind of a figure of wealth, I guess, but just very depict of the Victorian era, so I like to keep that. But this is just another view of the main living room or great room, and I just wanted to give you this view because there's this beautiful fireplace, which we've been using all winter to keep the contractors warm and keep the house from freezing. So nice wood burning stove, one of two in the house. And most likely I'll be just whitewashing this, giving it a little bit of an update, but still keeping kind of that farmhouse vibe. So. In the kitchen, and you can probably see why I told you to bring your imagination, because this place does not look that great. It's not that impressive, but for me, this is probably one of my most exciting parts of the project, because we're going to get all new cabinetry in here, all new countertops and appliances and all of that kind of thing. I'm going to do a nice farmhouse sink underneath the windows, because you can't have a farmhouse without a farmhouse sink. And altogether, I think this will be a nice little quaint place where I can cook and bake and do all the things I like to do. So I did want to point out this bathroom, because in the original setup of the house, at least when I bought it, the doorway to the bathroom was right here. It was a very small door leading to a very small bathroom in the kitchen, and I hate that. So I relocated the doorway to the other side, which you saw when we passed through the hallway, and this will all be just a wall in the kitchen. So it'll create a nice little nook in the kitchen for some seating or for some open shelving. And most importantly, the bathroom will not be located in the kitchen. So where I'm standing right now used to actually be the end of the kitchen. So we had just cabinets kind of all around the kitchen, and then also back here, and this was all walled off. And part of what I wanted to do was reconnect the two sides of the units. So we broke through this wall, and strangely enough, there was actually already a doorway here, which made me feel really good, because I know that that's probably the original construction of the house, or one of the earlier iterations of the layout of the house. So I felt really comfortable about that. What we did back here, and I'll take you through there in a second, is create a really nice big hallway that kind of wraps around in an L shape to the mudroom, and we created an office slash bedroom here and a full bath. Mudroom, which is at the back of the house, and the mudroom actually used to be the second unit's kitchen, and there was a staircase that ran up to the top floor, which we have walled off, so it's more like the original layout of the house. And behind me, I mentioned that really big hallway, so we have really nice headers, really nice high ceilings, some recessed lighting down the hall, and this just wraps around nicely for a nice path to both the office or spare bedroom, the additional guest full bathroom, and then finally getting you out to the kitchen. So this is the doorway from the kitchen into what'll be the formal dining room, and this was really interesting because my original plan was to actually get rid of this entire wall and make this just one big open concept kitchen dining space. But what we found was that all of these, every wall that you see past this point pretty much was an addition. So the way that they constructed it was with, they call balloon framing. So the beams go all the way up to support what is over top of all of this. So we didn't want to risk having to take that down, would have incurred a lot more costs on the project, and this way I get a really nice big formal dining room. So let's go check it out. So this is going to be the formal dining room. This room is, believe it or not, about 19 feet by 12 or so we can get a really nice big table in here, have a lot of folks over for food and everything. One of the things I really like about this space is that it has this weird closet. It looks weird right now. A daycare used to be running here, so somebody painted it at some point in time. And it has this little nook that kind of juts back, and I can't tell you with certainty what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking everything from installing a pantry there, because I don't have a formal pantry in the kitchen, to just creating a nice little cozy nook for seating or maybe some buffets. But in any case, it's really nice. We have a lot of light in here, and I'm really excited about hosting all kinds of things in this space. Kind of like a back patio. It's going to be technically part of the house, so I'm using it primarily as my sunroom. We have new door installed, all new windows all the way around, and something will be happening with this, which is not real brick. It's kind of a weird over-the-top brick paper, so that's probably gonna go. As you saw, we have two sets of staircases, so it's kind of a butterfly up and down staircase right to the front door. And I'm standing in front of the doorway that will be actually the master bedroom, which I'll show you in a second. When I bought the house, this entire area was separated into 2 units. So this was all walled off, and I didn't know what was behind it. It was just paneled, so I had anticipated building a couple of different doorways along the way to access the rooms that I knew were on the other side. And again, strangely enough, when we took the paneling off, all the doorways were already there. So that again made me feel really good about my plan for the house, and we just went with it. So the house altogether has 4 bedrooms, plus the 1 bonus room we built downstairs makes 5. But the original 4 bedrooms in the house were connected by additional doors, so I guess that was pretty common too, but we're going to be walling them off just to make it a little more livable and a little more private for the different rooms that we have going on in the house. in what is or is possibly the world's most disgusting bathroom, or was. When I got the house, there was actually carpet and everything in the bathroom, which I know was popular at one time, but to me it's just kind of gross. So this bathroom's really old, obviously, and one of the things I wanted to point out were these old beams, because this was the original side of the house. So this is where the house would have ended, and like I said, a lot was built onto it. So these original beams, you can actually see some of the carpenter markings on the beams that helped the architect put them together, since each joint way back when had to be handcrafted. So I think that's kind of a cool piece of history, and I'm glad that there was a lot of mold all over the wall because we got to rip it off and find this really neat piece of history. So I'm standing right now in what is the master bedroom. This is going to be a sleeping area of the master bedroom. And one of the things I really like about this house is that there's these cool closet doors and interior doors and things in really good shape all over the house. So this is a closet in the room, but it will maintain the same door. Probably just refinish it, repaint. I've redone all the hardware, all the old locks and things in the house. So this will all go back on the doors to keep that original farmhouse feel. So here I created a hallway that goes down, kind of connecting one of the existing upstairs bathrooms to this space itself. And then at the end of the hallway will be a sitting room where we connected to the master, and we can just relax or, you know, whatever. So I'm trying to give you a shot of what's going on inside the master bathroom. This bathroom used to only have a footprint that was very small and had one sink, one toilet, just your typical bathroom. But I obviously wanted it to be a bit bigger, a bit of a more sanctuary kind of space for the master. So we pushed it back about 2 feet and about a foot on the side to give a little bit more room. We pushed the sinks back, so there'll be double vanity right here, and then the toilet, and then we installed a 5-foot shower here, and then we'll just have a closet. So pretty simple but elegant and nice enough to kind of take a load off at the end of the day. So I'm also really excited about this space, because for me this is going to be relax, hang out at the end of the day, just a really kind of cool place to chill out. So this is part of the master suite. The bathroom is right to my right, kind of in front of me, and then behind me is a brand new sliding glass door, so be able to go right out onto the deck, the top part of the deck, and see the great view. Door goes to the attic, and that's where we're gonna go next. This is one of the 2 attic kind of bedroom spaces that I plan on converting into other kinds of livable space, craft space, yoga space. It's very hot up here. We did run the HVAC, so hopefully once all of that is actually running, it'll be a little bit cooler and a little bit warmer, you know, in the winter. But this is a really neat space. There's a super creepy fisherman guy behind me that moves every time I come back to this house. So I don't know who's messing with me, but this is a really neat space. So this is the second bedroom space that is in the attic, and right now it's a mess also, actually more of a mess than it was when we got here, because they've been running electric and all of that kind of thing for all the downstairs rooms. So you'll see that I tried to set up the camera angle so you could see that this room is actually broken into 2 rooms, which I think probably means that quite a few families were staying here at one point in time. The farmhouse did operate as the general store, so it's likely that a lot of folks came by and kind of boarded here, and census records kind of prove that too. So it's really kind of a neat piece of history. Again, all of this will be redone, sort of, and turned into just other kinds of additional space for the house. Okay, well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope to see you next time. Please subscribe and have a great day. Bye.